Last month, we wrapped a theater production that I was a part of. The Philippine premiere of the hit Broadway play, The Lifespan of a Fact. This was my first time being involved in a production in about 7 years, so let me take you guys through the entire journey that led up to this point right here.
Pussy rockets. Oh no, I'm sorry, can I say pussy?
I was first contacted about this production in mid-2023. I was contacted by a director that I have previously worked with about potentially playing a role called Jim Fingal in the play The Lifespan of a Fact, which at the time I had never heard of. Also, my last project with this director was back in 2016, and it was a musical. He had also mentioned that in the original Broadway cast of this play, the actor who played my character was Daniel Radcliffe. So, no pressure. So he sent me a copy of the first 15 pages of the script so I could start studying, and I did my own research as well. But yeah, I was very iffy at first because I had never heard of this play and I knew nothing about the material, but I eventually did say yes because I don't know, I guess I just had an epiphany. I thought to myself that I might later regret it if I declined the offer. And looking back on it now, I am very glad that I did accept the offer. So yeah, at around July 2023, I was given the full physical copy of the script, so I started familiarizing myself with the material. So rehearsal started towards the end of August, and it was a long and grueling process. Like I said, it's been 7 years since I last memorized the script and learned blockings and took direction, so it all felt relatively new to me again, unfortunately. The closest thing I had to acting within those 7 years of my theater hiatus was just filming YouTube skits with my friends.
Kinsa ang kapatay ni Magellan? Ang initials niya kay LL.
Lito Lapid!
Dili, si Buano ni siya.
Leto Lapid!
Balik yung ngalan.
Leto Lapid!
Gamay rin siya ngalan.
Gamay. Lot!
Now, in terms of memorization, I feel like that is something I was very scared of. Like, I did not know if I'd be able to memorize scripts as well as I used to because I'm not a kid anymore. Also, I had the most amount of lines out of the 3 characters that were in this 90-minute play. Almost about 2/3 of all the lines were mine. So I kind of put unnecessary pressure on myself to memorize all my lines within an absurd amount of time. Within, I want to say like 3 weeks, give or take, I pretty much memorized all my lines. But yeah, fast forward past all of the rehearsals, we eventually moved into the actual theater where we would be performing about 3 weeks before our first show date. So then from there, every rehearsal we had moving forward would be at the actual theater with all our props and sets and everything like that. This theater is also situated within temple grounds, by the way, so when Chinese New Year rolled around, it was great because right after rehearsals, we could just step out of the theater and enjoy all of the festivities that was going on at the temple for Chinese New Year. So we fast forward again to a couple weeks before our show. By then, we were joined by a group of arts and design student interns from my alma mater. They were there to help us leading up to the show, and they were also there to help us run the show during the actual show days. Some would be assisting backstage, some would be assisting out front, some in the tech booth, some would help with marketing, and just anything and everything that we needed help with in terms of production. They were there to help out as part of their internship. And I'm just gonna say this right here, these interns were the best thing to happen to this production. I have no clue how this production would have went without them. So yeah, every rehearsal from then would be tech rehearsals or tech runs, which means it involves everything from lights to sounds to mics to projections to costumes and just everything in between. And then the first show day comes around. Unfortunately, I did not film a lot of behind the scenes during the first few shows because I was terrified. Those were my first couple shows coming back to theater after 7 years, so cut me some slack. I felt like I was completely new to it again, but I feel like it went pretty decent. So come the final show, I felt relatively comfortable already, so I filmed a bunch of behind the scenes during our final show day. This is me before the show helping out with the lighting. I was basically just moving around every inch of the stage that was being used to make sure the lights always hit the actors no matter which part of the stage we were at. And this is our lighting designer, John Casing, super fun guy to work with as well. After that, I had to get my mic on, and here assisting me is Althea, my stagehand.
Althea! Althea!
Also one of the interns that I had mentioned earlier. The best stagehand I've ever had. She was the one that helped me with my mic, my sets, my props, my costumes, and just anything and everything that I needed. Anyone who knows me personally knows that I am incredibly socially inept, and so I am terrified of going up to people and asking for assistance, but Althea made it very easy. She was always asking questions like, how would you like this? Or would you prefer if I did this? And she just made the whole process of being Jim Fingal so much smoother for me.
You're shooting with Althea? Althea is correct. Nice shooting!
We also had these little booklets printed out as memorabilia for this production, and we just went around asking each other to sign our booklets like they were yearbooks or something.
Ay, Frances,
Oh my God, open your eyes para mabasa ko ang
Sasama ko.
sa front. Kaya naman mo sa front.
Wala mo ko sa
I know, but
front.
like...
What's your name? Althea. What's your mga kwan? Stagehand. Okay.
Saan na imo ha?
Asa ka nga side?
Ala!
Pili mo to akong screen. Na-ready ko sa screen, sir. Ang akong partner ay wala.
I have my booklet here and it is filled, which I love so much. And did I ask any of my co-actors to sign? Absolutely not. I honestly just wanted the interns to sign my booklet because they were easily my favorite part of this production.
And it's true as Sir A said yesterday, you are all the blessings that saved this production.
Okay, masulap niya kung tupad. Holding back your tears.
Yeah, I prayed for a miracle, and USC was the miracle that we. No, really. Today at church, yeah, I made a special thank you to God because He gave me the miracle, and kamu yun ang miracle. You guys saved the show.
So after we had the company call, they opened the house, and a few minutes later, we started the show. Then we had the curtain call. We then had pictures with our audience, and then, just a few minutes after our final audience members had left the venue, it was time to strike the set. We got everything off stage, and I mean everything.
Careful!
Tuyok lang dito.
Careful, careful, careful!
Relax lang. Okay, character. Okay, hangak mo ko mag...
So in conclusion, this experience was pretty crazy. I haven't been in a play since 2017, and for my return, which was this, it felt like I was thrown into the deep end immediately, which was terrifying, but I'm glad it happened because this experience prepared me for whatever else is to come in the future. I'm very thankful to my directors for even considering me for this role and choosing me to play the role. Obviously, I'm very thankful to God for presenting me with this opportunity and giving me the patience, the endurance, and the ability to deliver what was asked of me in this production. And I'm also thankful for the interns. Like I said, they were my favorite part of my comeback to theater. Just having them around, having a bunch of like-minded individuals around, made me fall in love with theater all over again. They just helped remind me how much fun a theater production is supposed to be, and that's something I haven't felt in a very long time, even through the entire rehearsal process, to be completely honest. So yeah, that's why I am super thankful for all of them. And during our final show day, I took so many pictures and I filmed a bunch of stuff, as you guys saw, but I still wish I could have taken more pictures, and I wish I filmed more clips for the vlog and just for memories. I don't know. Nevertheless, I am very thankful for the experience, and it's definitely one that I will remember for a very long time. Now, it's been a little over a month. It's time to move on to other things. I am currently involved in a musical theater training program wherein I've been undergoing a bunch of different classes and workshops relating to theater, and I've been doing this 3 times a week for the past month or so. But yeah, this is something I actually had to audition for, so I'm glad I got accepted, and I'm just excited to see where this leads. I might talk about it more in a future video because obviously classes and workshops are still ongoing, but I'm excited to see where this leads, and it's been a pretty fun experience so far. But yeah, that's been it. My comeback to theater after about a 7-year hiatus. I am finally back, and I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. So thank you so much for watching. If anyone wants to hire me, my business email is down below. Genuinely though, if you guys want to hire me for something like an acting gig or voiceover work or whatever the case may be, hit me up. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace. Whoa.